Just cleaning the lens. Do it with my chamois. They're the best for cleaning. Leather chamois. And microphone. I said good morning, eh? Yeah, I'm just back in from getting some groceries, messages, and getting some treasures. So it's going to be a shopping haul today. I'm going to show you what I got, and if I've got time, I'll show you what messages I got. But I got a nice. I went up to get some treasures from the charity shops, and I'll show you what I got. And I've also got a bit of news for you here. I got a letter through the door. I just move these. Sorry, turn you round. I just move these over to the table. I need to adjust the lighting, does it? Move it back a bit. Got to get organised. That's better, eh? Right, before we start, I'll show you the letter I got, which was great. It was a great surprise for me this morning. I was waiting on it coming. It was a letter from the post office. Oh, I need to turn the light. A letter from the post office. Now, what happened was, I'll tell you what happened first. What happened was, I had to refund an eBay buyer who said he did not receive his goods, which is common on eBay. And as you all know, if you work with eBay, that you have to pay back the buyer if he says he did not receive the item, no matter what. So anyway, he says he didn't receive the item, and he said, when I got in touch with him, he said that it was a guy, he said that he had got a card put through the door because he hadn't been in, the postman couldn't deliver it, so he delivered it next door. And he put the card through the buyer's address saying, your parcels are okay, but they're next door, so that's that. Anyway, when I got in touch with the buyer and says, listen, what's happened? He explained, he says, well, I got this card through the door and I don't know what's happened to the item. I've never received it, so I need to get a refund. And I says, I did send it. I says, there's my reference number and blah, blah, blah. I showed him proof that I had sent it. But anyway, to cut a long story short, he went next door when he got the card saying the parcels were next door, and the guy says, no parcels here, sorry. So that was the result. I had to give him a refund because the guy says that the one that delivered at his door, which the post office said there was. Anyway, so the refund was thinking, and I went to the post office and I got a compensation form, and I wanted to claim my money back because I had all the evidence that I had sent it to that address. So anyway, this I got this morning, and the post office gave me a full refund. There's the cheque. They gave me a cheque, guys, to replace my refund I gave that guy, because it says here, I'm really sorry, you've recently had a cause to complain about an item addressed to blah blah blah. We've logged and investigated this against the reference number at the top of the letter. Having reviewed the evidence submitted, I can see we've let you down on this occasion, and I apologise for that. Which was nice of them. Please accept the enclosed cheque as payment for this failure. If you requested a higher amount, I'm sorry, this is the maximum I can offer in line with the conditions of the product used. Please visit our website, blah, blah, blah. So I got a nice letter, I got my cheque, so I'm happy. They're going to investigate that further and see what happened to that parcel, but 9 times out of 10, as you all know, you don't get nothing. But anyway, let's get on with this vlog. So I'm happy I got that sorted out. Turn you around. Now, the first item that I got was this lovely, listen, I need to adjust the lighting, guys, sorry. I need to get it as perfect for you as possible. You see what I do for you? Right. A nice crystal cut rose bowl. You know I love these. I'll put flowers in that and I'll show you sometime that's displayed with flowers. I got this. Oh, you were looking to see that close up. There you are. Now, next one is a lovely glass. I think it's for sugar. A sugar bowl. It's got a lovely, nice rose on the top there. So that'll go with my silver plate. I also got a nice wee tray that would go nice with that. Move that letter out the road. Keep it safe. Got a nice wee tray that would go with that. You know what I'm like for trays. So that was another item, and see, that could either go in there, or that could go in there. It's amazing. The trays are a multitude of uses. Right, we'll put these out the road because there's a couple more to do. Bear with me. Another piece of silver plate. This is a cake stand or a sandwich server. See how that folds? That would do lovely on somebody's table, dining room table. What did I pay for that? $4.50. And you can see it folds up. Put it in the middle and it folds too compact so that when you're putting it into a kitchen cupboard, it's handy, isn't it? 2 candlestick holders, 2 brass ones. These always sell. These are lovely. You can just imagine the nice candle on them. They probably came from a church or somewhere. But that was 2 candlesticks. Never go wrong. My prize buy for today is this lady. Now look at that. And she's very, very tall. She's not even in the camera. Let's try and see if we can see. There you are. Isn't that lovely? Handmade, hand carved. So she will definitely sell. See, what I told you was I'm reluctant to part with all these treasures, but I have to make a living. I have to earn monies to pay the bills. So, oh, one more last treasure. You know what? The 1930s dressing room table. Well, I just picked up another pillbox. As you can see, and just to let you see, this how much I paid was £1. So I told you, these go off cheap. This is made of oinks or something. Sorry guys, I'm looking at yeah, that's made of oinks. Some kind of stone anyway. But it's got a lovely pattern of a flower on it there. So I will put that next to the rest of those pillboxes on my 1930s dressing room table. You see how I picked them up here? So that's another one for the collection. As I said, I'm not a collector, but you can't bypass. Oh, camera came off the stand. You can't bypass bargains like that, so anyway, let's get on with the messages now. Let's get on with the messages before the vlog runs out. This is just a shopping haul vlog for you to see, and I wanted to let you know about that lovely letter I got in the cheque. Now, I was going to make the soup, as you know, but instead, because I had the hot pot, I got beef brisket. This is a very, very large one. It's I'll tell you, it's 1.5 kilograms. 1.5 kilograms. So that'll do me, because what I'll do is with the rest of the hot pot, I will mix that in, and that will do me for most of the rest of the week, the weekend, and maybe Monday, Tuesday, because there's 1.5 kilograms of that. That's a few days. That's a few days meals. So that's going to get put in beside the hot pot. That's next. I got a couple of bags of crisps. That's the smoky bacon. That's already salted. Oh, that brisket was, I think it was £13.50, which is cheap for 1.5 kilograms. Walker's crisp was £1.50. Tesco's was £1.05. I got another big orange juice, the Growers Harvest. Now, 2 litres. Always buy in bulk at this time of year, but it's money's tight. That was £1.35, which is a great bargain. Next, my mashed potatoes. Saves on the gas for cooking your own potatoes. These are already made, as I've said before in other vlogs. This was £1.50 for the potatoes, just ready to heat up. I got a Jamaica ginger sticky pudding cake, £1.50 from Tesco's. Tropical Fruit Island from Tesco's, £1.05, I think that was. £1.05. I got cold meat. The British honey roast ham, cold meat. These have went up. £1.40 I paid. These were only £1.5 at the start of the year. But that shows you how prices have increased. And for my sweet tooth, I don't know if I told you, but I've cut all the cakes out. So I allow myself a bit of chocolate with my coffee. That's what I've cut all my cakes out so that I get rid of this belly. It is going down a little bit since I stopped eating all those cream cakes. Well guys, that's the charity shop haul and my food shopping haul for today. So I've got my breakfast to get because I just went straight out of the house this morning. Went to the post office. I had sold a nice wooden heron. I sold that to a gentleman down in Sussex, so he'll receive that either tomorrow or the next day or whatever. But anyway, I just went straight out, delivered the post office, up the town, got some charity shop goods, treasures, into Tesco's, into Marks, so you can see I've had a busy morning. So now I'm going to have a coffee and put all this stuff away and have my belated breakfast, brunch, or whatever you like to call it, midday meal. So anyway, thanks for watching. Button, where are you? The forest is calling for me. Too wet today, it's raining again. Button, where are you?